Orientation and Other Stories is a collection of short stories by Daniel Orozco, published in 2011. The book contains 9 stories loosely connected by themes of work, office life, and the small absurdities that illuminate human behavior. The opening story, Orientation, takes the form of a new employee's office tour, beginning with the simple statement, "Those are the offices and these are the cubicles." An unnamed coworker leads the tour, showing the new hire their desk and phone, then instructing them to never answer it. They casually note that receptionists quit or are fired frequently. The tour moves to the bathrooms, where the coworker mentions that another employee, John LaFontaine, sometimes uses the women's room. The coworker tells a story of Annika Bloom predicting the death of Barry Hacker's wife. The conversation turns ghostly as the coworker casually refers to the apparition of Barry Hacker's pregnant wife haunting the office. Matthew Payne, the manager, is mentioned as someone no one ever sees. Finally, the new hire is led to their own desk. In the bridge, a young man takes a job painting bridges and joins a crew of coworkers. The others are sociable, but the new man resists their attempts at connection. The crew assigns nicknames, giving him a choice, but he ignores them and they call him Baby. One day, while painting, Baby witnesses a suicide. The event profoundly shakes him, dissolving his aloofness, and he returns to his coworkers, asking for a new nickname. Hunger Tales weaves together several stories. The first follows a woman with a rigid diet and exercise routine who secretly spends hours in supermarkets, watching people and sampling free snacks which bring her more joy than anything else. Next is Hector, an Iraq War veteran who has ballooned to 600 pounds, trapped in a filthy apartment, longing for sunlight, wind, and intimacy, yet finding only food to ease his isolation. The final story depicts a father and son returning from the funeral of their wife and mother. They claim not to be hungry, but ravenously devour a turkey dinner and continue consuming every scrap of food in the house. I Run Every Day tells of a man fixated on avoiding obesity, observing his overweight office coworkers. A dockworker nicknamed New Guy, he isolates himself, pouring all energy into running and physical exercise. When a female coworker likens herself to him, he reacts violently, attacking and sexually assaulting her. In Somoza's Dream, the exiled South American dictator Anastasio Somoza Debayle lives his final day. The story jumps between his mundane routine and the gruesome moment of his imminent death by grenade. Officers Weep is a romantic absurdist story chronicling 2 police officers' relationship through blotter entries. The entries grow increasingly bizarre, including references to physical arousal, and the officers are identified only by shield numbers. The story concludes unresolved without consummation. Only Connect follows Bennett, a psychopharmacology student who is murdered by drug addicts Costas and the Kid, witnessed by a woman named Hailey. She initially feels changed by the experience, but the effect fades until she recalls it in a moment of connection with one of her clients. Temporary Story centers on Clarissa Snow, a temp worker cycling through various short-term jobs. She is assigned to inform employees about layoffs, positioning her both within and apart from her coworkers. Her favorite part of the day is the bus ride home, where no one is truly alone. Finally, Shakers describes an earthquake in meticulous detail. Neve, a young girl, is picked up by a man with ill intent while fixated on her destination. Meanwhile, another man drinks beer, fixating on a news anchor. The earthquake shifts all priorities, forcing characters into the immediacy of the present. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.